I swear everything I see from the Final Fantasy VII Remake makes me more and more excited to play this game. From the Final Fantasy VII trailers, gameplay, snapshots, descriptions, just about everything from Final Fantasy VII looks and sounds great. What are you most excited for when it comes to Final Fantasy VII's Remake? Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to the Robo show where we cover the latest gaming news every morning at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Central. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, including the Final Fantasy VII Remake review that I'm going to be doing, part 1 anyways, click the subscribe button now. In this episode of the Robo show, we are going to cover some brief information on the Final Fantasy VII Remake part 1 that I think is important, discuss the latest Final Fantasy VII news, and also discuss which platform the Final Fantasy VII Remake part 2. So I'm sure that everyone is excited for Square Enix's long-awaited Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, and as you may know or may have not known, Square Enix's plans on releasing the Final Fantasy VII Remake is in parts. Now, the first part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake will be covering Midgar. This was confirmed by the producer of the Final Fantasy VII Remake game, Yoshinori Kitase. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, so I apologize if I do, but this is what he had to say on the matter. We can't reveal that many details about this, but just to give you a bit of background on it before we actually start working on this, we obviously knew it was going to be a large amount of content. To do a whole story was going to be huge, and then when we actually did start planning out the plot for the first game, it hit us that this is going to be a huge amount of content. So basically what he's saying is Final Fantasy back on the PlayStation 1 had so much content on it. When they did this remake, they realized that there was so much content they had to split it in parts when doing the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now he continues on to speak about Midgar too. At that point we decided we're going to focus this game on Midgar and what happened in Midgar. And unfortunately, we can't say anything more about the future games after that because we don't know ourselves really. We are really still fleshing out the process and fleshing out what we're going to be doing for the second game in the project and what kind of story it's going to be, so we can't really tell you. And now it seems that part 2 is indeed in development with Moira, what the hell, this is an Overwatch? I don't know why it says Moira. Okay, so the name was supposed to be Nomura. So with Nomura saying this in the Final Fantasy VII Remake interview. Even in this Midgar portion alone, the density and volume are so great that I had to give direction to lighten them. We already begun working on the next one as well, but I'm confident that playing through this title will expand your expectations just like the world that extends beyond Midgar. This really makes me wonder how big this game is when you have all the parts at once. And you know what else I'm wondering? Why you haven't subscribed yet? Remember, if you don't click that subscribe button, you won't be kept up on the Final Fantasy VII Part 2 Remake news, and then you'll miss the game completely. We wouldn't want that now, would we? Anyways, the next question you have to ask is what platform will the Final Fantasy VII Part 2 Remake be released on? The first Final Fantasy VII Remake will be on the current gen with the PS4 and Xbox Scarlet. Does Square Enix release it on the PS5 and Xbox Scarlet and not the PS4 and Xbox One, or release it on all platforms? Now you would think the smartest thing to do is to release it on both platforms, right? PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Scarlet, and PS5, but I think you're forgetting about a later feature that the next gen consoles have, and that's backwards compatibility. We could see a situation where we just pop in the disc and we may get like some sort of voucher or digital download for an upgraded PS5 and Xbox Scarlet version of Final Fantasy VII, and of course this is just wishful thinking, but if I had to bet money on it, I would have to say that we will be seeing Final Fantasy VII Part 2 released on all platforms, so you don't have the people who bought Part 1 of Final Fantasy VII's Remake and not able to finish it unless they buy the rumored $500 console. So what are your thoughts? Are you interested in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 and 2, or could you not really care about this game? Also, what platform are you going to be buying it on if you do buy it? Tell me in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps me reach more people when you do. Thanks for watching my video on the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, and I will see you guys in the next video next morning. Have a good one.